Hello everyone and welcome back to some more Let's Play Rimworld. So, last episode I didn't really accomplish much, although typically my first episodes of this game tend to always be the least eventful, and the volume is hurting my ears, so I'm turning that down a bit. Okay then, so I got this built, although I think I was an idiot, and I forgot to do that, although now I have it. Now I have that work order done. What are these even called anyways? Bills? Yeah, bills. Alright, so yes. I got everyone sleeping here. Actually, I want to look at everyone's mood and health because I want to make sure no one... Okay, everyone's well fed at least now. Or they're not well fed per se, they're just no longer starving to death. Where is the... What happened to that? Didn't there used to be a food thing on this menu? Or, oh, it's in needs now, it must be. Yeah, okay, everyone is really hungry, though. But then again, people tend to always be hungry after a long night of sleep. Oh, yeah, so now I just remembered there's now a minor break, a major, and an extreme. So the minor break, I think, is supposed to be really small things like eating binges, but I don't know. I hope those don't end up being our undoing, if you will. I had enough troubles with what used to be the minor breaks, but I think now it's a major break. I think it used to just be minor and major. I don't remember exactly what it was. It wasn't what it is now, that's for sure. Okay, we do have crops planted. I always have trouble, I've noticed, in a new game, and I can especially see people that are brand new to this game not knowing like where to even start, and it's kind of cheery. Like, it's really hard to figure out where you really need to start when you make a new map, because there's just so many things in this game you can do, and it's kind of hard to figure out what really holds #1 priority. I mean, obviously, like, getting a food source and all that stuff is pretty essential, and I think one of the more essential things is actually getting, like, individual bedrooms for everyone, because that takes a long time. Also, it's weird how we don't have any steel. I just kind of realized that. I think I'm gonna, yeah, because we're tribal people, we don't have any steel or any components. So I think that's actually a pretty high priority, is getting those, because we can't really build much if we don't have the required resources, can we? And last episode, I believe I mentioned how apparently there was a problem with Rimworld, with this alpha that just got released. There was a weird problem where half the events weren't triggering, although I looked in, like, the Rimworld forums, and apparently, or it wasn't the Rimworld forums, it was like all the replies to Tynan saying he did a hotfix to try to fix the events. Apparently people are saying now, though, that the events are occurring like 5 times more quickly than they should. Fortunately, we haven't experienced that yet. I'm not sure if maybe it's just incompatibility with the hotfix and that save file, or what's going on exactly. Hopefully, it's just some stupid incompatibility issue, because I would not be very happy if this ends up being a broken, like, if the game's basically just broken. That wouldn't be very fun. I wish there was a way to cook meat and whatnot. I don't think you can cook meat on a fireplace or anything, because you can, let's see if I can find it. Yeah, you can make a campfire, but you can't, like, cook. Oh, it says cooks meals and produces heat. Oh, really? I didn't even know you could. I wonder when that was added. I don't think you were always able to cook meals on a campfire. Yeah, I want to cook that meat, so I'm just going to have someone cook a bunch of simple meals really quickly. Yeah, I have no idea what pemmican... Okay, apparently you can make pemmican. I don't know what that even is. A preserved combination of meat. Oh. So basically, okay, I think, you know what I think this is? This is kind of like the food paste or whatever, but it's specifically for the tribals, I think. So it's kind of just, I think that's kind of just emergency food stock sort of thing. Like, you don't really want to eat that if you have any choice in the matter. And I think we ate all the pemmican we had, because I think we had pemmican, but I don't see it anymore. Oh no, there it is. Yeah, I forgot everything's over here. Yeah, I'm just going to let them mine for a bit, because we do want to actually have, like, steel and such. Because that's how you get a lot of the higher level building things. I don't know if I want to make my entire base out of steel, though, because a lot of times when I make initial base, I always make it out of steel, just because it doesn't burn as easily as wood, obviously, but I think that actually might be a bad idea. Alright, now the question is, where do I want to start making my base? I always, like I've said, I always like to make one big compound because they're much more defendable than if you just make a bunch of small separate buildings. So I think I'm going to do that. And honestly, it is kind of like you could still make it a bunch of small separate buildings. It's just the hallways are all connected. It's not just like you have streets. So a compound is really just a bunch of closely grouped buildings. It's just they're closely grouped enough that you can easily make it into one large building, if that makes sense. I'm kind of rambling, aren't I? Alright. I think I'm trying to figure out where I should build this stuff. This would probably be a good area for like a storage area. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make like a big kitchen here. I always like to combine the kitchens and the dining rooms just because it obviously makes... You don't have to haul your food halfway across the compound then. You can just... Like, I can just have stuff get cooked here and then place it here. And actually, I do want it to be a bit bigger than that. Yeah, it's been a while since I've played Rimworld. Last time I played was whenever I streamed it, I think. Alright, I think that'll be good enough for... Yeah, that'll be pretty goodly sized. Yes, goodly sized. Actually, I think I want to make it one bigger that way and one bigger this way. I should also try to memorize the hotkeys a bit more, because that'll make my life a lot easier. Okay, that's a pretty big kitchen, I know, but it'll work. Now, although the problem is... Actually, wait, though. I know there was a new item added that allows you to get rid of marshes, I think. Actually, can you place stuff over marshes? I just want to see here really quickly. I can't remember if you can do stuff over marshes. Okay, you cannot. But I believe there was a new thing added that actually lets you build stuff over marshes. So, and I can build a wall around this. So I think I'll do that at some point in time. And if I just make this a storage area... Yeah, if I just make this a freezer, I don't really care too much about the fact that there's all these stupid marshes in the way. Alright. So what was I doing then? Actually, I think I made this way too wide. I know, I'm so indecisive. That's what I hate. I'm sure most people hate watching me build because I tend to be really, like, OCD and... I don't know. I tend to be a bit obsessive about making things look just right. Alright, so yes, this is cooking and eating. This will be like a... storage area for food, specifically. Yeah, that'll work. And I know I'm making this a massive place. Like, you'd think I wouldn't want to make a building this massive to start with, but, I mean, if I'm going to build something this big eventually, I might as well do it now. And at the very least, then this can be a multi-purpose area. Like, I can put prisoner beds and other beds in this area, so then I can make things a little bit easier for myself later on, is my point. Also, I don't remember what else other building I wanted to make. There was like another building I think I wanted to make down here, but I completely forgot what it was. Yeah, let me make some wooden doors. Actually. Normally I always like to make steel auto doors, because eventually I'll probably make this all steel auto doors, but if I think about it, a steel auto door at this point in time isn't the best decision, necessarily. Because we don't have any steel, of course. Or components. Did they mine out that one area? Okay, yeah, they did mine out that area. So we've got 8 components, which is barely anything, but I guess it's better than nothing at all. Actually, I kind of wish I made this one longer, because it kind of annoys me how I can't have the doors dead center. But whatever. It's not that big of a problem. Yeah, now what I want to make is a... Oh, and we are in the jungle, so I can actually rely on fueled stoves instead of... Oh, we don't even have the electric stoves researched. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of extra research requirements now, so... I can make a crafting spot too, which I never did before. I think I'll do that, because then you can make... I know you can make, like, bows and stuff, so I could give everyone a longbow or whatever. That could be a good decision. So I want to... Oh, that's too bad. You can't reinstall those in other locations. I wish you could reinstall all these, like, tables and such, because that would make more sense than having to rebuild it every single time. Alright, the question is, where do I want to put this? Actually, it's kind of annoying the hell out of me how asymmetrical this is. So, despite the fact that I just acted like I didn't really care, I kind of really do care. Alright, so I'm going to finish this off. once they're done doing their things. And I could actually start adding a stockpile. So I'll specifically make this one just for foods, and also I'll make it for animal corpses. And that's why the butcher table is going to be there. Actually, you know what? Because this is the storage room, it would make a hell of a lot more sense to just put this there, and then the field stove there. There, I mean. Yeah, that would make a lot more sense. But then in this case, I do want to make it one longer this way. Yes, I know. I'm sorry. I'm just too OCD to be able to handle this junk. Okay, don't slaughter our dog, please. I'm just going to add a whole wall here. I guess if anything, I can say that I'm improving their construction skills. So there's my excuse. This is all in the name of improved construction skills, you see. No, it's not just me being crazily obsessive. It's in the name of science. We haven't actually had a single event yet, I don't think, so either it's been fixed or it's even worse than it was before. I'm not sure. Yeah, that is something that annoys me, though, how... Well, it's kind of annoying. Actually, it's kind of funny how... For the official release, Tynan probably made, like, one of the most broken updates he's made. Like, I know he's made updates before that have had some issues, but it sounds like this is shaping up to be, like, the worst update so far. Like, the most broken one, I should say, which is kind of, I don't know, funny, or I don't know if the word irony works here. I never quite understand irony because everyone seems to have a different definition of what's considered ironic or not. But I guess it's kind of ironic how for the official Steam release, he ended up making, like, the most broken version. It's kind of... yeah, it's funny. I don't know if you'd call it ironic. It's just kind of weird. Okay, no, not a growing zone. I don't know why I made a growing zone. If anything, this will make me... This will at least give me more stockpiling areas and whatnot. Okay, let's deconstruct this junk. Yeah, and I guess I'll deconstruct that as well, because I want to put the stove flush with the corner. Oh, yes. There we go. I know, I just wasted like a whole in-game day doing this entirely futile thing. But, hey, shut your mouth. I have to do it. I must. Okay, yeah, everyone's idle now. Oh, and that's nice. There's a little clock that shows if someone's idle. Okay, so the next question is, what's the next big project I want to make? I could start making, I do want to make housing, but I'm not sure where I want to make the housing is the problem. I could make it, like, all along here. Normally, I always like to make this, like, the entrance of my base, this area, but I guess it would make a bit more sense, actually, to make it, like, right next to our housing area. I think I might do that, then. The question is, how big do I want to make the rooms that I'm going to make? Yeah, fortunately, making everything out of wood is a lot easier than making everything out of steel, because it constructs so much more quickly, and wood's not as useful for a lot of other things as... Oh yeah, we don't have a stockpile. I'm like, why can't I put this down like I want to? Because we don't have a stupid stockpile. Alright, I'm going to make rooms right away, just so everyone's always going to be in a... Well, people will be in a much better room if they have... Mood, I mean. People will be in a much better mood if they have actual rooms to themselves. I think I'll just make them... I think you have to make a room like 5x4 for it to be considered, like, not cramped. So, I'm considering... I think I might do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3... Yeah, 4. I might just do that. Actually, wait. I kind of want to do it the other way around. Actually, no. Oh, what am I doing? I know. Like I said, I get a bit too obsessed with placing things just the right way, and I can see how it might get annoying to watch. It doesn't help that I always do the most building in the first couple episodes, so I'm kind of probably driving more people away by going crazy with building. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I wasn't gonna, or I do want to do it one more out because we've got a lot more room to build this way than we have to build this way, or at least I want things a bit more bunched together over here is my point. Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. That's what I want. Then what I think I'll do actually is I'll make a really small hallway here, which will look a bit weird, but whatever. I don't care that much about hallway sizes. Yeah, like I said, I want things to be nice and bunched together. That's always how I like to do these things. These things. Well, I guess for now I don't really care if I build another room here. Yeah, I actually have to worry about housing more than 3 people at a time, which is kind of a weird thing to think about, because you always, like, obviously in the normal scenario, or I guess it's not really the normal scenario anymore, but the classic scenario, yes, we veteran Rimworlders can now say the classic scenario, because that's how it used to always be. There. I'll have 4 rooms to start with, and I guess I can just place some other guy somewhere else. Did that say construction failed? Oh, wow. So you can actually fail construction. Does that mean I wonder, do the resources actually get consumed then if it fails? Or I guess they might. Oh, wow. So now there's more, like if you have someone who's not experienced with construct something, there's actually a bit of a problem. So that would actually really suck, because I wonder, can they like fail? Like if you make something like a generator, like a geothermal generator, that stuff takes a long time to construct. So the fact that something like that could fail, that's pretty major. Could really screw you up. Alright, what am I doing? Oh yes, there's royal beds now. Actually, that was a thing in the last alpha, but it's just like, who the hell has that much gold sitting around, so I never actually bothered doing it. Huh, I could go crazy and make wood double beds. You know what, I'll just make the singles for now. The doubles sound like they'd take too much time and too much resources. Yeah, as you can see, I like very organized bases, if you haven't noticed. I don't like things looking out of place. I always like having, like, maybe not necessarily symmetricality, but I always like having a lot of order, if that makes sense. I'm kind of crazy in that respect. Alright, so now I only one person needs to sleep in there for now. We got all the housing taken care of. Are people starving, out of curiosity? It doesn't say anyone's starving in the menu. Actually, I guess what I need to do is I need to butcher creatures. Yeah, I need to add these bills. Do forever. And then I want you to add cook simple meal. And I guess do until you have... I guess I'll do like 20. I always like to have 20. It's a nice even number. I could also add some eating areas, because they always tend to have a lot of negative debuffs from eating on the floor, so I guess that's a pretty good priority, a nice table or 2. And I guess I'll put, eventually I'll have 2 tables, so I'll put one here, and then I can just have a bunch of eating areas around it. And for now, I only really need like 4 stools should be good. Actually, you know what, I'll splurge and give them an extra 2 stools. Yeah, how lucky these colonists are. 6 whole stools, I know. How luxurious. I think we're out of wood, aren't we? Yes, we are indeed. I need to do some more clear cutting of forests. Well, it's not really clear cutting, because when you just do the chop wood, it does make them... they don't cut down the really young saplings. Because for some reason, the really young trees don't yield any wood at all. Leaving? Oh, for some reason it looked like it said fleeing. Okay, I guess it's not completely broken. We just had visitors, but we haven't had like a attack or anything yet. Although I guess I should be glad we haven't had one, because like I said, when I read those comments after the hotfix, people were saying how they were getting like 5 raids a day. So that would be a bit hard to deal with. Yeah, also I'm gonna have them hunt some things. Is that a turkey? That is indeed a turkey. interesting. All kinds of... we gotta make... we have to make a name. This is always the hardest part, isn't it? I'm trying to think of like a random fantasy name I might have heard of at some point. I don't know. What's a... I'm trying to think of a good fantasy name, and we are a tribe, so I guess I should make something that's kind of like tribal sounding. I like the name Troit. It's not Detroit, just Troit. I guess... I don't know. Sure. That's just a fantasy-sounding name I just came up with off the top of my head. Vexion. Actually, that sounds like a warrior name or something, or like a mage name. It doesn't really sound like a town name. Fuck, I don't know. Whatever. Sure, I'll call it Stanton. Stanton something other. Even though that isn't tribal at all. Stanton. I think that's the name of some, like, southern town or something, probably. Sure, that's what we'll call it. I don't know. That's a shitty tribal village name, but I didn't feel like dwelling on that page for the next 2 minutes. Because I very well could have. Like, if I was playing this on my own, I might, like, literally take, like, 5 minutes thinking of a town name. It's as if I'm acting like this is a real town that's going to exist forever. Actually, you know what's funny? I think, let's see here. I do still have a save file from my last Let's Play. Santon. That was the last town I made. And I've got a save I saved. A save I saved, yes. How redundant. A save I made just before I launched the village or whatever. Or the village. Launched our colonist into space. Alright, we're getting all that nice wood. It is nice having 2 extra people. That really makes a difference when it comes to doing... Especially doing tasks like clear-cutting a forest. Having 2 extra people is a big, big difference. It definitely matters. And you know what? I was thinking I probably want another growing zone, don't I? How did I make those? I think I made them not 6. I think it was 5. Gotta have symmetricality, boy. What am I missing, though, is the problem. I've got potato, rice, and corn, I think. I'd love to make heel root, but I don't think I have a grower who's good enough to do that. Let's see here. Yeah, it does. This definitely makes a big difference. Oh, no, I do, actually. I've only got 1 grower who's good enough. So I wonder if the other ones will try, or if Minoka's the only one who'll even bother trying. It'd be kind of annoying if all my other guys just tried and kept failing. Yeah, I think Minoka will probably be the only one who does it. We'll see, though. I was about to say, why do we have a bunch of cassowaries? They're dead, that's why. So why is no one cooking? Oh, yeah, because I did the clear-cut thing. Yeah, and because I made cutting plants #1 priority... Oh, we actually have an attack for once. A tortoise is attacking. This should be very trivial, considering we have 5 people, although one of them is a pacifist, but I think we've got... I think I gave them all ranged weapons, right? Oh, no, I did give Brixo a club instead. Oh, didn't I place a... yes. I'm going to do this before I forget. Oh, you can't even make longbows. That's kind of... That makes things a bit stupid. Yeah, I wonder... I guess you need a regular crafting bench for longbows, then. I guess I'll make, like, 3 short bows, just because why not? Yeah, who's my crafter, anyways? Yeah, Brixo is definitely the #1 crafter. Okay, whatever. I'll just let these guys hang out over here. Admittedly, we are getting attacked by a freaking tortoise, so it's going to take him a while to get over here. There we go. I was afraid that the tortoise would actually get to us before it died. Ugh, damnable calls. I'm too far into this episode to mute that, so if you heard a ring, that's because I was getting called. And it was actually someone I knowed, but I'm not gonna end this Let's Play yet. Actually, I don't know how long this episode was. I've noticed Rimworld, I tend to like lose track of time so easily. Also, I just realized this is kind of phallically shaped, isn't it? Whatever. It'll look less phallic soon enough. Maybe. I'm not sure. Well, it depends what I build. Okay, yeah, and Minoka's the only one who even tries to grow. Yeah, I really do want Heal Root, so I think I'm okay with him doing that. Oh, it's weird how there's rats that can just kind of roam around. I think those are new animals. Actually, I shouldn't say I think. I'm pretty damn sure they are. And we don't have anything security-wise, do we? We can actually make sandbags, but we can't make anything else other than that. Okay, yes, I was going to say, one thing I really want to make is a research bench, because researching is going to be a kind of high priority. Especially for these tribals, because they start with, like, no technologies at all. And I think okay, no. Oh, yes. I also... Okay, what I want to do is I want to research whatever the hell you need to research to make those trading beacons, because I want to get that done as quickly as possible. A trading beacon, and then I can make a orbital trade beacon, and then I can make a storage area there. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to figure out where I want to put that right away. Yeah, where do I want to put my storage area is a good question. Yeah, I'm not really going to be expanding in this direction because I've got this big growing area here. I'm pretty much just going to be expanding this way from now on. So I guess somewhere over here would be a good place to store stuff. And it would be nice, I guess, to store right next to here, because then I can move stuff between stockpiles easily if I need to. Like if I have extra food or whatever, I could just store it in the regular stockpile instead of the food stockpile. Yeah, I guess for right now I'll just place it like right here. It's going to end up getting changed quite a bit, but for now I want to have a place to actually put all our junk. I'll make that important. And actually, while I'm thinking of it, I'm gonna do what I also tend to do. I'm going to, where is it? Clear all, and I just want to put in, where is it? Simple meals, and I will do critical priority for this. So basically what they will do is they'll just haul the meals straight here, so it makes eating a lot more efficient, pretty much. Because usually these, even though they won't get refrigerated and whatever, it won't really matter because we're only making, what, 20 meals at a time anyways. So whatever meals we make should get eaten quickly enough that it doesn't matter how quickly they spoil, is my point. What are you doing? Oh, I guess she. I don't know if that's a she. Yeah, these names don't really imply gender at all, so I don't even know who's who. And obviously tribals, I think the males tend to have longer hair as well, so I have no idea who is what, pretty much. Alright, and actually I think this is a pretty long episode. I was not keeping track at all. I need to make sure I start timing my episodes. So yeah, I'm going to just end it here. So thank you all for watching, and hope to see you all next time. Goodbye.